Welcome back to the Samantha Show. I'm your host, Samantha. It's hard to say that looking at you, Britt, but you can call me Sam. Just don't call me Sammy. I'm here today, two very incredible people with me, the Fitt Duo, Rasaun Britt Rorie. But before they share their background in fitness, athletics, all things movement, I'm going to turn it over to you guys because we're going to dive right into my segment of 3 things you need to know, but you guys get to share what it is the people need to know. So who's going first, Britt or Rasaun?
I'll go first. Either one. 3 things. First one, I didn't realize that I like chocolate or ice cream until I was an adult. What
did you eat as a child for fun?
I just wasn't into sweets, and really in college hated ice cream. It's funny, my best friend from college was here this past weekend and I was eating ice cream, I think. Mm-hmm. And she's like, "Since when do you eat ice cream?" I was like, "Oh, found it as an adult." So that's one. I skipped the 2nd grade. I'm not a genius, but I did skip the 2nd grade. So I've always been the baby of all.
Wait, how do you get to skip the 2nd grade if you're not a genius?
So I transferred from private school to public school, and I was just a little ahead, from no offense to public school, but I did give 2nd grade.
She said, I went to a private school, so I was quite advanced, and they just moved me up.
Yeah. And then 3rd one, I don't like animals, but I love my 2 dogs that I just got, but I still don't think I like dogs. I just like my dogs.
That's fair. I can see. I'm not a huge animal person either, but I love my dog.
Yeah,
I can appreciate that.
And I wonder if we ever have children, if that's be the same, like mine, but don't like others.
That is the same because that's me as mom. No, we have Gracie has cute friends, but I'm not a baby person. So I've only held my daughter and I haven't held another baby since, and I hadn't held a baby before.
Yeah, so feel that same way.
Yep. Rasaun, what about you?
Let's see. I'm a sour candy aficionado. Anything gummy worms, gummy bears, warheads, Skittles. I'm on jelly beans now. So I tried the jelly beans. I just found those.
Only sour.
Yeah, only sour. I found them on Amazon. I get the 6-pack, big bags. That's my go-to right now.
I use jelly beans for blood sugar, but it can't be sour because I have to eat them as fast as possible, and sour would throw me off. Which one's your favorite though, if you had to pick one?
Candy-wise?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with my very first one, to be honest, probably warheads.
They're disgusting.
Nah, they're really good. There's a flavor though too. Like the blueberry kind is really good. The green kind is good. But if I had to do a second though, I would say jelly beans. That'd be my second one though.
Okay. All right, that's fair. I'll go with jelly beans.
Next, I can play the trumpet. So growing up, I was in band for about 3-4 years. So I could play the trumpet. I was always battled back between 1st and 2nd chair. So at every Christmas event, holiday season, parades, we're in the band having our trumpet set going.
I think you should pull the trumpet out for some of your virtual classes as an opening.
She would just own me. She would tell me to get rid of that if she saw that.
I love it. What's our 3rd thing?
Last one. So dry. So if you're ever in a pinch, this is my go-to. So if you're ever in a pinch and your clothes are very wrinkled, what I do is I'll get a few ice cubes, put the ice cubes and your wrinkled clothes in the dryer, and then cut them for about 10-15 minutes. Gets the wrinkles out for you.
I've never heard this.
Try it. Yeah.
Wow. I feel like that was the pro tip that just changed every person's life.
If you're in a rush in the morning time, especially athletic clothing, like sweatshirt, hoodie, shorts, whatever, ice cubes, throw them in the dryer, about 5-10 minutes, you'll be all good.
It's genius.
I don't iron or steam. No.
We don't iron here either. Actually, we did get our first ironing board 2 months ago, and I feel like we still don't use it. We have an iron, but we kind of use it on the floor. I don't know. We're a mess. I guess we need to grow. Do we need to grow up? We fine. I like the ice cube thing. That's what we're going to do. Well, thank you guys so much for now. I feel like we kind of know just a little bit about you, which is a nice segue into a little bit more about maybe your professional background or your experience as it relates to fitness, kind of how you ended up here. So if you wouldn't mind each sharing kind of what your background is and your journey to kind of get to where you are today.
Yeah. Well, we can talk separately about our background, but we both were athletes. So I think that's kind of the underlying factor that led into fitness. So we've always worked out. For me, I actually hated working out in college. I was a collegiate athlete and hated workouts. Actually, I went to a wedding in like 2017, like 3 years out of college. My strength coach was there and I was already working in fitness. And he is like, if you would have asked me anybody on the team that would leave school and end up in fitness, you probably would have been last on the list. So I hated it, but I think it's because it was forced. It didn't feel like I always was made to go. And then Rasaun started working in it in maybe like 2015, 2016-ish. And I was watching him work through it and didn't enjoy my corporate job and started.
You were watching him work through it like from across the gym? Like that's where you met? Or
no. We'll get
to that. Later. Okay. The way you said it, you're like, I was watching him and I was like, I think I could do fitness.
Now to this day, does it now.
So I saw him working in the fitness industry and was like, maybe I'll start working out again, was a good start. And then just one thing kind of led to another. And I worked the front desk at just a local boutique studio when we used to live in Atlanta, and started working the desk, decided to get my certification, and found that fitness is something that is enjoyable when it's not forced and it's something you actually want to do, like most things in life. And then just kind of became obsessed with it, probably not in a great way. I was like all in, as with anything when it's new. And then just kind of decided that it was the journey that I like to help people. And we both actually come from backgrounds of, we are from the South. We didn't grow up learning proper nutrition, and like working out wasn't really a thing in our family. And so just different genetics, things like that. Neither one of us saw those growing up. So I think Rasaun will speak to it too. We both have a passion for teaching other people that fitness is accessible and something that can make your life better, not only mentally, physically, emotionally, like all the things. And there's so many ways in the world you can help people. So if you find something that you enjoy doing that also helps people, then I feel like it's a win-win. So for me, that's what got me into it, has kept me in it, and makes me want to stay in it for a long time, because it not only helps me stay healthy, but also helping other people learn more about what I didn't know growing up.
Yeah, and that's great. And tell me now, Britt, what it is that you do. So where you work. I mean, I know where you work, but.
So I am a senior master instructor for Cycle Bar. So I also teach classes at our studio at the Cycle Bar that is here in Charlotte. And then I work with Rasaun, which I'll let him talk about his own gym, but I work with him and do personal training there as well and help him. So all types of fitness, but indoor cycling was my first passion in terms of teaching, and what really got the ball rolling back in I think I've been doing it since 2017.
That's great. That's awesome. And Rasaun, what about you?
Yeah, so for me, same background growing up, athletics, football, basketball, baseball, track, the whole nine. And just growing up, being in athletics and working out, that's really got me into the gym, was trying to get bigger, faster, stronger from my athletics, my sports. And then it's going through high school. And then once I got to college, I went to Elon. So playing ball at Elon, while I was there, I would talk to my swim coaches, pick their brains on different things, talk to my medical staff, and learn from them also. And then once I finished with college, same, tried the corporate world, and I realized, it wasn't for me at the time. So going back to the athletics part, my mom, I was talking to her one time on the phone, and she was like, Rasaun, you've been, in athletics, fitness your whole life. So why don't I jump into that? So after talking to her, I got online, looked up different certs, found ACE. And then from ACE, got my certification. And then once I got my cert, I had moved down to Atlanta. And then while I was down there, that's when I got into training. So while I was down in training for about, I say 2-3 years, we moved back up here. So for me now, I have my own gym. It's called Spotlight Fitness, located in Charlotte. I've been doing that since 2017. We do group training, personal, athletics, virtual training, all within one fitness facility. And same thing, once I got into training, background wise, we didn't have the healthiest background growing up. So as I got older and I saw how my family, how our history of different things, I realized that I had to, jump in. I wanted to be able to help myself, also my family, but then also other people. So as I'm
Mm.
training other people, I don't think about them as just a client or another person. I'm like, this is somebody's mom, somebody's dad, somebody's brother, somebody's sister. And it makes it more personal for me at the same time, though, because I know me helping them is going to also help them get better. And then it may trickle down, help somebody in that family also.
I love that. I love that mindset with it too. Even, what you said there at the end about it's not even just the person, it's like what they
Yeah.
teach with the people they encounter as well, I think is beautiful. So you both met at some point during those stories. How did that happen? And since it wasn't at the gym, with the gays across the gym, or was it?
I'll let her tell it. I'll just go.
We met in 2007,
Yeah.
2005.
Okay. You guys have known each other.
Oh,
You've
yeah, it
been
was-
together for a
yeah,
long
yeah,
time.
middle school,
Yeah,
middle
so we
school.
grew up together.
Middle school.
Yeah, middle
Love this
school.
story.
Yeah, so we met in 2005. We both played soccer. We both played all the sports in
Yeah.
school. So we both though met playing soccer, and we started dating in high school. So 2009.
Mhm.
He's older than me. But yeah, we started dating in high school, dated all through high school. We were together all of that time. And then we went to separate colleges. I know he mentioned he went to Elon. I went to the University of Georgia. We're together then, did college separately, but stayed in touch. And then he mentioned he moved to Atlanta. Ironically, I was in Athens, which is about an hour away at school. And we actually ran back into each other on my 22nd birthday
Mhm.
in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Didn't know he lived there. I hadn't talked in like a year.
So you guys were not necessarily together in college?
No.
Okay,
No.
I love this.
Highly recommend if you're
Yeah.
in a relationship and you're in high school, which probably not, but like if you were, I feel like we grew up in 4 years
Yeah.
and stayed in touch. And then when we reconnected, literally like randomly, and then
That was
we've
just
been
there.
together
Yeah.
since like 2 weeks after that encounter. We went, I think we went to
2000
IHOP.
Yeah, 2016.
Why we went to IHOP.
Beautiful. Beautiful love story. The IHOP that brought the pancake that brought everybody back
Brought it
together.
back.
I really like that. I've done a couple episodes where like timing and the way things work out is just, it's kind of incredible how that all happens. And it sounds like that was relevant in your story as well. So I think that, and you're right, like you grow up, because I had kind of shared on a previous podcast that like there's a photo of my husband behind me at some bar, but we didn't meet that night. We met like 5 years later. And I'm so glad, because I was like not ready to settle down that night at the bar, but I was when I met him 5 years later. So I think there's a lot to be said about that. Let's talk about the Fitt Duo.
Okay.
Tell me about what is the Fitt Duo? First, tell me how to spell it, then tell me how you came up with it, and then tell me what it is.
Spelling wise, L, 2 I's, T, D-U-O.
2 I's, Fiit Duo, which I was, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, maybe the Fitt Duo was taken on Instagram, so they just added an I. But then Britt, you shared why, and then it was like the light bulb of brilliance, and I was like, yes, of course. So why
Yeah.
2 I's?
So we obviously both work in the fitness world. I, for a long time, just worked at Cycle Bar. He just had Spotlight Fitness. We were very separate. And I don't know, randomly one day we were like, why wouldn't we work together
Collab on
and
something.
we're married and we do the same thing, and social media is huge. So
Yeah.
we were like, we should do workouts that are accessible for people, like that aren't in a gym, they can do at home, they can do when they're traveling, that are quick, efficient. We live in a world of convenience is everything, which is why like all music is 90 seconds basically these days. So we wanted to come up with something that's just really quick and simple. And we had to think of a name. I'm not super creative. He's kind of creative. So we came up with Fitt Duo because most of our workouts that we post, or at least at the beginning, were very HIIT style. So high intensity interval training, which just means they don't take a long period of time. You can get a really great workout in a short amount of time. And it's a working effort that's usually pretty short, followed by a short recovery. And you just kind of repeat over and over again with not a ton of movement. It's really simple, but also super effective. And so we were like, Fit. There's
Light
two
bulb.
of us. Fitt Duo. We're so
Yeah.
creative. I know.
Perfect. It's perfect. Perfect.
So that's kind of where that was born. And it was probably born like 3 years ago, but we finally launched it last year.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, I kind of remember when it was coming out, and I'll just share what I've really loved. To your point, Britt, is that I can do it quick. And I really will grab them when I'm like, I don't have time as a mom, or like if I've done cycle bar, but I just want like a little more strength training and just something. I love that I can like get it done in like 20 minutes. And two, you guys leave these options on like how many rounds, reps, and times, but you can adjust, if I'm like, I don't have time to do it for, or maybe I can't do it for the full, minute, I'll do 45 seconds, but, or take myself a little longer recovery, whatever it is. But it's nice that it's there, it's convenient. And I also love, so I've seen you guys on Instagram, and I love the way the page is laid out, where it like says what the muscle, like I can really scroll and just find upper body, find lower body, find full body, like really easily, and dive into it. So you guys are on Instagram, and what's your Instagram handle?
The Fitt Duo.
The Fitt Duo, just the spelled with the 2 I's, the Fitt Duo. And then are you on any other platforms for people to check you out?
TikTok.
We on TikTok.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes. But it's just Fitt Duo on TikTok.
No, the.
No, the.
Do you do any YouTube videos or anything, like longer videos?
Coming soon. So we have more stuff, so we got more stuff coming. So we got a little rollout coming towards the end of this year, going into next year. So we got some stuff coming for y'all.
Yeah. So I was curious, so you own Spotlight, you have the Fitt Duo. Is there anything that you guys can share or want to talk about your vision for the future, maybe for both of you with businesses and in fitness?
Yeah, really for both of them, just to continue to grow and expand. Just want to continue to touch people, different demographics, different time zones, different time frames. Doesn't matter the, age, shape, size. We want to help everybody that we can help. And with social media and, internet these days, you just go online on your phone, you just type in the Fitt Duo, and it's right there in your hand. So you have no excuse.
I think that that's really great. And I just speaking from experience, Rasaun, only taking a couple of your classes really during COVID, but I feel like you're so supportive as a coach and really encouraging. And like just both of you, your presence online is very kind and supportive. And you're so good at liking comments and like responding.
What you need, though, I said support goes a long way, no matter where it comes from, how small, how big it is. You never know like who going through whatever, but just have that one person, that little bit of motivation can help them keep going.
Yeah, I think that's great. And I think that that really hits home just your message of inclusivity with wherever you're at in your fitness journey. You can feel comfortable kind of like reaching out and getting into your workouts and, the material that you guys create. So I think that's awesome.
I think from a business standpoint, especially for the vision for Spotlight, is fitness can be so intimidating. Gyms can be so intimidating for people to go to because people that go there already look fit, or whatever you think look fit is, or they know how to work out. So you don't know where to start. And so then you just don't go at all and things like that. And I think one of the biggest compliments that someone actually DM'd me about Rasaun's classes, and like he'll post on social media examples of people in classes, is that they love to see all types of people working out, and it lets the guard down to be like, oh, I could try that. I can do that. It doesn't matter if I've ever worked out before or what size I am or what I look like or it's a very inclusive space.
Yeah,
and I think that was the goal from the beginning, is to create an environment that doesn't feel intimidating and just feels welcoming, because everybody is there for their own health, their own journey, with no judgment.
That's amazing. What are some tips, speaking of this, where, people may be intimidated to come, but just kind of like in general with fitness for somebody who's brand new, and let's say they do show up, like, what are your tips or suggestions to someone who's brand new to working out, getting into it?
Well, first off, I'll tell the person to go at their own pace, because sometimes, especially when you go to a class, you want to try to keep up with everybody else. But one thing I've learned that is everybody there on different fitness levels. So as long as you come in there and you go at your own pace, but at the same time, when you go at your own pace, you're still been 100%, you're going to keep getting better. Like, as long as you keep coming back, being consistent, keep working hard, you're going to always catch up. You're going to always get bigger, faster, stronger. The main thing is you just got to start somewhere. So I always tell somebody, whoever's about to start, to just be consistent, be patient, and as long as you work hard and keep doing what you're doing, then it's going to happen for you, and you're going to get better.
So, question, when you guys work out together, who determines what you're going to do?
not necessarily. Not.
Britt points at Rasaun.
Because even some of the videos on our Fitt Duo page, she comes to the workouts. So I just sit there and I just, what you want me to do, where you want me to stand at.
So we work out together, however. He is more of the trainer and I am more of the client.
Yeah.
That's the vibe of the workout. Which he actually, when I first started getting back into fitness, he was already working in the industry. And so I would have him like write out a workout for me and then put me through the workout as if I were his client. And that did not last very long. We are love him. We're so great together and we love it. He's great at what he does. But that dynamic of the client and fitness trainer between us, I'm a little too bossy for that.
Yeah, she's very bossy. Yeah. And if you're in the Enneagram, she got me Enneagrams and we're both 8s. So we
you're both 8. Like I know she's an 8 and wow.
Yeah, I'm 8 too. So we have our times we may have the clash a little bit, but at the end, I know now she's always right. So
exactly. Everything's fine when that's how it works out in the relationship. That's how it is in my home too. And we get along fine. Did I see on Instagram like yesterday? Do you guys do nutrition plans as well?
Yeah, I have nutrition plans also. So I'm certified through ACE to help with those. So
that's great.
The issue also because like we were saying, nutrition is really the biggest component, to be honest, other than being consistent, being patient, because you can't expect to work out, get results that you want, but then after your workout class, you're leaving and getting fast food. It's kind of like whatever you just did in your workout, when you stop and got fast food, you just put all that back in your body and then some. So it's like you kind of run in a circle. So I always tell clients when they first start, that's a big component too, is to make sure, even if you're going hard in the gym, make sure you're going just as hard in the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm on the bro diet right now, so I get that. I just had my rice with my zucchini and my chicken for lunch, and it was so good.
Diet.
That's the best. I say I go to is chicken too. Chicken and rice, veggies.
Yeah.
That's what I go to. I come home sometime like, what we have for dinner? Chicken, rice, and broccoli. Or we have asparagus. But that's the go-to. And it's a good meal though too. It's a good meal too.
It is. And I'm learning it's all about how you like season it, right? Like it doesn't have to be bland.
It's key. I get on her a lot about this. When we first got back together, she would cook sometimes. I have to go in there. I have to talk a little bit, and she would get agitated sometimes. And I'm saying, no, the food is good, but you just sometimes have to add the seasoning. That's what makes it a key component.
That's amazing. What's your guys' favorite way to recover from a workout?
One thing I did take away from college athletics is properly fueling my body right after the workout. So for me, it's making sure I'm getting something right after, whether it's a protein shake or something for a snack right after. I remember our nutritionist in college always said, you have like a 30-minute window. It's like your garage door after you work out, fuel your body with something right after. So for me, and I just love food and any excuse that I need to, eat something. So that's for me. And then also just if I have anything that's bothering me, taking care of it, whether that be ice or we have lots of different equipment things here now to take care since he hurt his knee of stim machines and the leg sleeves, which are amazing. Compression, all that good stuff. So
I get very claustrophobic in those that I don't know why. Like I'm like, I can't move, but it's
we love them.
I know people do. I think they're good. What about you, Rasaun?
So recover, same thing. Nutrition is the first component. You gotta make sure you put the proper things back in your body to help everybody grow, but to also recover. And then other than of course nutrition, my go-to are the chiro, to the chiropractor a few times a month. That's a big component because at college we had it for athletics. But for me, I was scared of the chiropractor because just seeing, the twisting and the cracking and everything like that. So I get on the chiropractor until I went to play arena football, and there it was required to do it. So after I did it there, I was like, wow, like I know I was missing. So like now she'll say like every 2-3 weeks, we have to see the chiropractor.
We just saw the chiropractor today.
Yeah. So
oh, really?
That's one. And then another thing, massages. I love massage. That's one of the big things too, to help break down the muscle tissue, the scar tissue, everything back in the line. And then also the last thing, Sam, she said we have a lot of different equipment, but my go-to right now are the leg sleeves. Like I try to hit those at least once a day, to be honest with you. Like that's really good to help flush out the lactic acid in the body, help out with soreness, stiffness, and to get you back going, for the next day too.
Okay, just kind of like another fun little question here. What's your favorite muscle group to work out?
Can I do more than one, or it has to be one?
I'll let you have two.
I like legs too. So I'll say chest and legs. Those are my two. I like chest, yeah.
That's good.
I hate legs. It's still a guy, I hate legs, but I know the benefits of it. So that's why I'm big on legs, because I know what it can do for me. So I'll say chest and legs.
That's good. So then you won't like become one of those guys like the old
Like
stereotypical like chicken legs with like
top, little down low. That's my main thing. I'm squatting. I think about that sometimes. I'm squatting. Like I get lower, I get deeper. Those are my,
exactly. What about you, Brett?
I think back
yeah,
is my favorite
love back, yeah.
muscle group to work. Yeah, I back and triceps. I don't know. It's random. My triceps are weak, so I feel I have to work at them. And so I like that challenge. I don't like legs. I have bad knees and a bad back. He's laughing because he says that I'm a grandma. No offense to the grandmas out there, but I that's why I don't like legs. And I also have really tight hip flexors. So there's a lot working against me on leg day. And some days I'm like, yeah, I feel great. But like most days I have to work at it. So easy.
Yeah, I agree. I love what legs does, but I hate doing it. And
Yes,
so
that's a great way to put it.
yeah, I feel you on that. Is there anything else related to fitness or part of your business that we talked about that you want to share?
Follow us on social media.
I would say business wise, just stay tuned. We got a lot coming for Spotlight and Fitt Duo. So within the next, like say end of the year, going to next year, be on the lookout. Instagram, we'll be posting about it, but we got some things coming for next year.
If you feel compelled or called to do something, even if you don't know if you can, or you feel like it's a risk, or you're afraid, or other people are telling you not to do something, just go for it and trust your gut instinct. And that's not easy to do, but I think we all have a purpose in life of what we're supposed to do and to help, whether that's to help people or do whatever it is. And I think it's not always just given. I think you have to take the leap and to do the work to get there sometimes. But I think he's a testament to doing something like that, of just kind of taking the leap. It's worth it in the end when it's something that you feel truly passionate about. So instead of avoiding and letting all the negative self-talk in your head talk you out of something, or other people, I see on Instagram a quote all the time, or it's a video that pops up, and I can't remember what celebrity famous person is saying it, but it's talking about how the reason other people don't understand your vision is because it wasn't given to them. It's not their vision. I think it's Steve Harvey that says it, but it's only yours. And whether that's your mom, your grandparent, your friend, your significant other, you're the only person that knows what your vision, or you can see your vision. And so you have to trust and believe that, and not depend on other people to believe in you to do it.
I love that wholeheartedly. Well, Britt, Rasaun, the Fitt Duo on Instagram, Fitt Duo, 2 eyes on TikTok. Thank you guys so much for coming on. I really appreciate it.
We appreciate you. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, we enjoyed it.
All right. Well, until next time, have a great day. You guys deserve it.